Hello, my name is Nancy Hopkin. I'm with eatingdisordershelp.com. Today I'd like to talk to you about the symptoms of anorexia. Many of us know that it's around, but most of us don't think we know anyone that has the problem. And I would beg to differ. I think that with 10 million women walking around and 1 million men walking around with anorexia, you probably know somebody that has anorexia as a problem. So I thought we'd run down the list as quickly as I possibly can. First, the biggest problem that an anorexic has is dealing with perfectionism. They are very perfection-oriented about themselves, things that they do, as well as things that other people do. You will notice a great deal of criticism toward other people. Even though they are wanting to be perfectly loving, they want things to be laid out perfectly for them. They are unable to make many decisions. They've lost all power to know what they like, and so they can't make decisions about what to wear or what to do. They want somebody else to decide if they're in a group. You make the decision. They certainly can't make any decision about what to eat. They will stand at the refrigerator for a great deal of time trying to decide which food is calling their name, and it doesn't happen. They are expert food game players, and I'm not talking about the egg toss, not talking about a food fight. I'm talking about sitting down at the table and systematically putting the food on your plate so that nothing touches another thing. The gravy can't touch the mashed potatoes, the Jell-O can't be next to the beans. You've got to have separate little compartments. And then when you go to eat them, you don't eat a little Jell-O and a little beans. You eat first the beans, you eat the meat, you eat one at a time, the mashed potatoes. So it's a very ritualistic orientation. They truly do not see that they have a problem. They truly do not see that they have an issue with food in general. They eat the way they do because they don't like the tastes mixing, or they are not hungry. So they have in their head why things are the way they are, and you're not going to convince them otherwise. They do tend to eat a lot of mustard and onions, and I'm talking about a lot of mustard and onions. When Hannah's symptoms started to show up, her roommates were wondering where all their mustard was going. Now I'm talking about living with 5 other roommates, 5 bottles of mustard, and they were all starting to disappear. And Hannah was eating the mustard. They even may start to smell like onions because of the amount that they are eating. It's a food source, it's non-fattening, and it has flavor. So they have a great deal of anxiety, again, due to this perfectionism. Their feeling is to the point that if I do not do each activity that I'm about to do, if I do not execute this activity with exact precision, exactly the way it's meant to be, then something horrible, horrific is going to happen to me. So it's a really stressful way of life. They have a perfect exercise schedule, and it's embedded into their life so that it will not be moved and it will not be changed. They are going to run X amount of miles a day, or at a certain time, and they are going to wear a certain thing, and nothing's going to move that. They have a very busy schedule. Again, this exercising fits into the busyness of the schedule. And the busyness comes almost with a sense of pride because it is an obvious reflection of how much they're getting done. So it really slips into that mentality of production equals worth, which is so sad but so relevant. That's the American way. So be aware of those that are so busy, too busy to come and eat, too busy to socialize, because socializing and eating is not productive. And they will complain of being cold all the time, which is no wonder because they're losing great amounts of weight. So they will wear a lot of layers of material to provide that warmth that they would otherwise have with their body fat. So, and you will find that their conversation is focused on fashion, what looks good, or feeling fat, or does this make me look fat? And they will always come around to how does this look? You'll see them looking in the mirror a lot, refixing their hair, And again, that all has to be perfect and maintain that perfection. So we've run out of time. Next time I would like to talk about bulimic symptoms, and I hope you join me. If you have any other questions or want to know more, please go to www.eatingdisorders.com. That's wrong. eatingdisordershelp.com. Thank you.